Well, who are you talking about, Dagger? Or Garnet, sorry, Garnet. Don't smite me. I like how everything kind of comes full circle here with the play and everything. It's a nice touch. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here not to kidnap your queen. Nope, not this time. Who is played by another actor, also named Marcus. What a coincidence. Well, that's kind of an odd place to start it. Well, at least Beatrix decided to stick around. I mean, who's going to be in charge of everyone? Steiner? He's going to be in charge of the, whatever Beatrix's troop was called. I know Steiner was called the Pluto Knights, but... Yeah, I mean, I have no money. Or you could just not be a princess. Well, that's what happened back in the day. Not nowadays, but nowadays it's the other way around. But the dialogue's moving on its own, viewers. I'm not controlling this, just so you know. Yeah, wearing a cloak like that, that's a very inconspicuous way to walk around. Great idea, Marcus. Oh, nice touch. I'll bare my soul to you. What good does it do to be married if no one's around? Nice Final Fantasy 7 and 8 reference there. I thought I heard, like, having the hammer in your inventory changes the play slightly here. If it was that line or another line, I forget exactly how it works, but something like that. But yeah, the hammer that I got earlier from... What does fee mean? But anyway, I mean, like, the hammer that I got from all the Stelazio quests, it changes the ending slightly, I think, during the play or something like that. Huh? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, he wanted to have his way with you. Well, that didn't work out for you. Oh, she's been grounded. I grounded her, if you know what I mean. I didn't mean anything by that, Your Majesty. I was just being facetious. Yeah, she's gonna end up with Steiner. That's great. Can you imagine Ruby and Steiner together? It's worse than Damarant. Well, no, absolutely not. I was just, whoa, hey! Okay. Well, yeah, you don't get to decide that. The traitor is dead! Yay! Raise the roof! Well, when you deny her booty duty, you know, I mean, lady's gotta do what she's gotta do. And what's with the two moons in the background there? I thought I heard that had something to do with, like, Terra and Gaia merging together or something like that. And they both had one moon, and when they tried to merge together, now we got two. And apparently that really screwed things up. But apparently now we're all okay. Yep, gotta get going. Yep, she left you all alone. Oh well. Might as well just get out of here. You can send for her later. If you build it, she will come. What is your wish? What the? Yeah, it was him all along. He's alive! Woohoo! I like the music here. So nice and cheery. Fits so well with the game. Well, this game was pretty dark. A lot darker than I thought it was from when I was first doing the test playthroughs. Yeah, we're gonna let you through. We got our booty duty, so now it's your turn. Beatrix looks nice in FMV form. I think that's the only time we see her in FMV form. And this is what Final Fantasy IX would look like if it was on the PS3. No upgrade to the graphics, just make it so that you can turn around 360, you know? Everybody move! I mean, she's the queen. Shouldn't everyone... Sorry about that. Shouldn't everyone be getting out of her way? Oh, yeah, don't mind her. She's just a little girl. Oh, screw the pendant. No one needs it anymore. You can get another one, just like it. I feel so naked without the pendant. Or you could just go to Zidane. He's more important than a magic pendant anyway. Screw the royalty. I'll be honest, that part with the music gets me a little choked up. How could you leave me like that? Kiss her, you idiot! All the Phoebes. I think that's the only time we see Kina and Amarant in FMV form. Aww. Come on. Kiss her. Kiss her. Kiss her! Aw, man, they cut it off. They could have at least done like Zelda 2 did at the end with the curtains and everything like that. Apparently he made it out. I don't know if it was Kuja or whatever, but he made it out. Hooray! Absolutely. What good is singing a song gonna do you? You're not a spoony bard. Let's watch the credits roll. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and certainly my second, well, it's in my top 3, most likely my second favorite in the series. Final Fantasy IV is number 1 for me, but this is also, this is up there. So, and I hope it showed as I was recording the LP. I tried to have a lot of fun with it, spent a lot of time screwing around, although a lot of that really had to do with having the 15-minute videos available as opposed to 10 minutes like before, so I did what I could with that. But yeah, I mean, even if I didn't have 15-minute videos, I probably wouldn't have spent nearly as much time as I did screwing around and showing backtracking on screen and things like that. So, you know, I would have found a way to keep it down to about 120. I usually like to keep my LPs about 3 to 4 months. You know, that seems to be a good timeline for me, and it's just what I like to do. So let's take a review of our adventure. For the graphics of the game, I'd give them a 10 out of 10. I just love the graphics. I mean, I know a lot of people don't because they look, you know, deformed or they're cartoony or whatever, you know. But I personally love it. I love the atmosphere of the game, you know. It just, especially like so many of the towns. Each one felt so unique from one to another. I mean, if I had to pick one as my favorite town, I'd probably pick Daguerreo, but that's just so close. I just love all the towns in the game. It's amazing. I mean, the FMVs were right up there with Final Fantasy VIII. You know, I mean, I just like the atmosphere of Final Fantasy IX a little better there. You know, that's just me. The music. Has Amatsu ever done anything that I couldn't give a 10 out of 10? I mean, it's just beautiful. Of course, I'm giving this game a 10 out of 10. One of the best overall soundtracks that I've ever heard, like right up there with Final Fantasy VI. I mean, Final Fantasy VI is a little better in my book for music, but still, I mean, I'd have to really nitpick. I mean, they're both just amazing. They just added so much to the atmosphere of the game and everything. I loved it. It's just, you can't beat it. I mean, I'm just trying to think of specific songs but there's just so many. I mean, You're Not Alone, all the battle themes and everything like that. The FMVs just created such an epic atmosphere. I can't get over that. For the plot and the character development, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It was, pretty good for its day. Usually, like, when I say character development, I mean, like, how did they change over the course of the game, Because, sometimes, well, a lot of times when they make an RPG, all the characters are so bland and everything like that. They're all goody goods, like Power Rangers or whatever like that, But here, you could clearly see, or at least how some of the characters changed over the course of the game, like Zidane, became, somewhat less of a womanizer, I guess. Steiner, learned not to accept things at face value, and Vivi obviously grew over the course of the game, and, well, everyone did. Obviously some more than others, particularly like Amarant and Freya, not so much on the development after Disc 2, really. They were together and stuff, but, they didn't really do a whole lot with it. It's funny when we look on these older games, and we say how we wish that they did more with them, yet they already had so much depth to them to begin with. And nowadays, a lot of RPGs, it's just the reverse, where there's not a whole lot of depth to the characters, and you still wish they did more with them, But back then, it had just the right balance for the depth of the characters and the plot and everything. And I like how they introduced something, impending disaster or whatever, so early in the game. That was a very nice touch, A lot of times, they just, like Chrono Cross, for example. I love Chrono Cross, don't get me wrong, but I didn't get the feeling of, like, the world was in imminent danger, within the first 5 or 10 hours of the game, Final Fantasy IX did that, especially with the Black Waltzes and Kuja and everything like that, and it only got better from there. For the storyline, I already did the storyline, but for the battle mechanics and the gameplay mechanics, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 also. Very good. I love how they have each character confined or restricted to their own abilities and classes. So that way it forces you to use almost everything, really. Maybe not necessarily, but you know what I mean. As opposed to, like, Final Fantasy 7 or 8, where they let everyone do everything, and then it's like, oh, well, okay, I'll just spam attack over and over and over again, or Knights of the Round over and over and over again, or Ultima, or whatever, It forced you to do something different from one point to another. I just really like how they did that in this game. I love restricted job classes. I just hate it how they do that so much, where they let everyone do everything relatively easily, too, So I just like how they did that in this game. The equipment ability and learning system, that was pretty cool, too. I suppose the only thing I could knock against the mechanics was that it was just, the load times. Oh, wow. But anyway, let's see. Replay value. Well, I don't know if I can really say there's too much for the replay value. It was pretty linear and everything like that. And, the thing I look for when I say replay value, I look for, are there, like, so many little different things that to explore. I suppose replay value is also dependent on exploration, because, like, you play the game once through, you're probably not going to find everything. So, it makes me feel like I want to play it again to learn more about the game or the world of the game and everything like that. I really like it when they do that. Like Chrono Trigger did an excellent job of that. That's just like the gold standard for me of how to do side quests and replay value and everything like that. Not because of the endings or anything like that, So, I'd give Final Fantasy IX, well, an 8 out of 10 on replay value. It could have done more with that, but oh well. So overall, I give Final Fantasy IX a 10 out of 10. Just one of my favorite games of all time. Such a great atmosphere and everything. And, it's just so hard to beat, I'm going to miss this game when it's over, but now I'm going to be moving on to something else, something not made by Square Enix for a change. I don't really have a plan for any bonus episodes or anything like that, this is it. I hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play as much as I have. I'll be back in a week or so, and, well, maybe not a week, but, I'll take some time off before I start my next Let's Play, let's put it that way. And there's also a little card game you can play after this if you want to, but I'm not going to. You have to enter a code or something like that. So, this has been Let's Play Final Fantasy IX, brought to you by H.C. Bailey. I hope you've enjoyed it. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.